So in this module, I want to talk about what sorts of landers you want to use for TikTok ads. You can use standard opt-in landers, and that's definitely something to test. What I mean by standard opt-in landers is just name, phone number, and email on a pretty looking page. That's a standard opt-in lander. My preference, though, and what the data has shown me for most niches has been getting me the cheapest conversions has been survey landers. Now, I use a site called Ecommerce for surveys. These tend to convert better than most other survey builders. Although Go high level surveys and Typeform surveys are a very close second and third. If you have one of those platforms and you don't want to spend the money on Ecommerce, there's really no reason to. You can get cheap conversions with those just fine. For the examples of these videos, though, I will be showing through Ecommerce and making a few important notes on it. One of the first things I want to show is let's go to a survey really quickly. And let me show you guys a live survey. So one thing that you'll notice, there's really two key elements here that make this survey work well. Number one is having a good image up here. Number two, actually there's three elements. Number two is having some really basic copy here that describes the offer again and why they're filling out the form. So basically you want to reiterate the offer and then tell them why they get the form. So if this was for chiropractors, I would say for a limited time, we're giving away $21 adjustments to people in the chiropractic area. Fill out your information below to instantly get your voucher. And one thing you'll notice is when these questions are selected, they auto progress. This is very important. And in most niches, you see I have some questions here where they can manually fill out their information. But the majority of my questions I use, they're called radio, or you can call them, I guess, bubble fill-outs, I guess. But I use these radio fill-outs. The reason for that is these are extremely easy to fill out on mobile. And mobile conversions are going to make up the vast majority of your conversions, especially on TikTok. When anybody has to type on a mobile phone, depending on the phone they have, the formatting of the page might be a little bit weird. It's kind of a pain. They have to like hit enter, or they have to come down here and hit the progress arrow. I make as many of the buttons radio as possible. And generally, before the last four questions, I guess here, but name, phone number, and email, these are preceded by usually 3 to 5 questions. So I finish with name, phone number, and email, and I begin with some random questions about their situation, whatever that means for your niche. The setup here, I'm going to show you guys through some of the settings that make this survey possible. So you upload your image as the logo. I don't do anything fancy for the background. For the layout, desktop interaction, choose one at a time. Mobile interaction, choose one at a time. Layout options, select these. I'll leave this on screen for a second so you can maybe screenshot that. Width and sizing, here's my settings here. So you can copy those as well. But that's really it. You'll notice also all of my questions are on one page. They're on one page. I don't separate questions by pages. This allows me to have a very fast loading time. The only thing the second page does, it only does one thing really. I redirect them to a thank you page. Now, this thank you page you can also host on Ecommerce, or you can put it on High Level or ClickFunnels, really whatever funnel builder you use. You can make the thank you page in there and then set up the redirect from Ecommerce directly to that thank you page. Also, you can set up an email notification. These are both under actions. But when you build a new survey, I put all the information under the page description, and then I just add one question at a time. And I'll quickly show you guys kind of what a survey build looks like. So we're going to add a question, blah, 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 blah. That's what a question looks like. Page description, that's where we're going to add our text. So we have our text added up here. Add a few more questions. Again, most of them, I choose radio. You can use text box for like name, phone number, and email. And then you can set up your redirects down here. So to set up a redirect, you choose action, URL redirect, and then just enter the URL of your thank you page. If you want to send up an email notification without having to do so in like Zapier or something, hit action again, hit send email, and you just put your email in here, delete all of this. This is just some random stuff they put in, delete all this, and then hit merge codes and just hit insert all questions right there. And then it'll send you the answers for that person's survey directly to your email. Then just go to style and make those changes that I showed you under layout. So one at a time, remove back button. And I think these are our default. And that is literally it. Sorry if that was a little bit fast. But that's it. So that is it for building the survey. Always check your final survey page. Make sure everything looks like how you want it. We're not going to cover other survey builders in this module because, quite frankly, there's too many of them, and you kind of just have to learn your own platform. But they're all very similar. You get the same thing done with all of them. Let's go over to TikTok ads really quickly. So number one is survey builders. That's landing page style number one. The other type of ad that you'll run are lead ads. So really, two primary things I run is survey ads and lead ads. Now, if you're coming from Facebook, you might have had a bad history with lead ads. I'll actually go back to the campaign so I can kind of explain this step by step of how to make lead ads. If you're coming from Facebook, you might have had a bad history with lead ads, where the information submitted by the client, name, phone, or an email, may have been very old and outdated information. The cool thing about TikTok is it's brand new. So all of the user information that's in there, their name, phone number, and email, is all up to date. From what I've seen and just searching these people's numbers and white pages and all that, it seems like it's their numbers. Like it's really their numbers, not the quality issue that is present on Facebook isn't as present here on TikTok. So in order to create a survey campaign, you hit create campaign and you choose conversions. I'm going to show a full creation in a future module. So I'm not going to show that here, but I do want to show you how to access lead generation ads. So we're going to choose lead generation right here, and we're going to hit continue. And we're going to ignore all this because it's kind of irrelevant for now. We're going to ignore all that. budget. Let's make it 50. Then we're going to hit next. And again, don't worry about the actual creation of the ad now. I will be showing that to you. But where you build the lead form that they submit is down here at the bottom. It's called Instant Form. So you're going to hit Create. And you're going to hit Classic Form. That's my preferred one. You're going to Confirm. Form configuration, English. Form type, more volume. Introduction. Turn off the introduction. Question, right here you're going to restate the hour. So enter your information below to reserve your $21 chiropractic voucher. Name first, email second, and then phone number last. Privacy. Link to your privacy policy goes right here. Thank you screen goes right here. For the thank you page, I like to link them to a thank you page that has a scheduler on it where they can actually schedule an appointment with your client. So if traditionally you have clients, like let's say you have chiropractors and they have patients. If you want those patients to schedule in on a calendar page, that's what you would link here. So I like to do one last step in order to reserve your chiropractic voucher. Please schedule your appointment below. Schedule now for button text, and then you link them to a page that has the calendar on it. Conversions for this type of campaign will be counted as lead form submits. It's not going to count people who schedule as a conversions. There's no way to do that for lead gen campaigns. You can do that for survey campaigns if you want to, but we're going to show a full build out in a couple modules here. So don't worry about this exact setup. Just know that in order to create lead form ads, it's down here. And as the campaign objective, you choose lead generation. And if you want to run survey ads, you choose conversions right here. So 2 options. Ecommerce survey, run conversions. If you want to run lead ads, choose lead generation. Most of my data has shown that Ecommerce surveys tend to outperform lead generation, but I recommend building both because you want to see what works best for your niche and the areas that you're advertising in. So I recommend building both at first and really fleshing out what works in your industry. But that's it for this module, guys. That covers the 2 types of quote unquote landing pages that we use for TikTok.